today we are going to be looking at a guitar that has become available. Ooh, yeah, it's a rare occurrence, but this is number 10. This is La Pomme d'Amour. So in this video, we're going to do a rundown of the specs and the features. We're going to give you a few insights into what makes this guitar special, and we're going to give you a sound sample as well. So make sure you stick around to the end. It is a model MMD. This is one of two ever to exist. It is a modified dreadnought. Okay, so this is based off of the Irvin Somogyi studio model, which was a modified dreadnought that was scaled down a little bit to make it super comfortable whilst retaining the look and the feel and the tonal characteristics that you would expect from that larger bodied modified dreadnought. It has an unbelievable Sitka spruce top. It's started to amber to yellow over time, you know, that kind of vintage, like old Martin kind of look to it. But what's really impressive about this top is the medullary ray, the cross-grain silking. We have got some really vibrant padauk. This is an African hardwood. It's a very high Q wood. Very responsive, very resonant, sustains for days. Irvin Somogyi was a big proponent of this timber as an alternative to things like Brazilian rosewood. This guitar has clearly been kept out of sunlight, so it's maintained that really beautiful, rich red glow. This is a genuine mahogany one-piece neck, beautifully quarter sawn. We have got Rocklight, which is a man-made ebony substitute. We've got that for the fingerboard, the bindings, and we've got it on the back of the headstock there as well. It's got an African ebony bridge, and on the headstock we've got some really beautiful dyed Italian Birdseye maple. This guitar also comes with a beautiful carbon fiber Hoffy custom fit case as well. This video is proudly sponsored by Squarespace.
No, it's not.
What do you mean?
No, they didn't get back to us.
Really?
No one will touch us.
Oh, damn it. We're sponsoring our own video and we're doing it by selling you merchandise, but it's really, really beautiful merchandise, the highest quality that money can buy, and it is designed for us in partnership with the amazing artist, Tom J. Newell. He's based out of Sheffield, Yorkshire, and this is a design. It's a little riff on Picasso's old guitarist. It celebrates the ancient woods that we use, the bog oak, the ancient sitka. And if you want to help support the channel, if you love what we do, then buy yourself a t-shirt, or indeed, hoodie. And if that wasn't enough, for a limited time only, there we are offering 10% off in the store. So this is a really important instrument for me. It's a transitional instrument, and you can start to see where my design ethos and my ideas started to really develop, and some of my refinements started to become a little bit more consolidated. So this guitar was where I really started to focus in on simplifying. It was a focus on material choice, colors, textures. Neck heels are one of those areas of the guitar that I really feel like are a trademark of the builder. You can really kind of see the quote-unquote fingerprints of the builder. So with this one, you can start to see how I'm moving away from the kind of Somogyi style squared off neck heel into something that was a little skinnier, a little bit more rounded. And if you look at my current work now, you'll see echoes of that style development in those guitars. So I think overall, you know, the changes are kind of an evolution, not a revolution from the kind of Somogyi school of thinking. We've still got a lot of those kind of signature aesthetic touches that you would see on the kind of apprenticeship era guitars that were very much taken from Irvin's work. You know, we have the coach lined, kind of bound and purfled fingerboard. We have the back strip, which is, you know, a very traditional, very classical motif. The volute, obviously, on the back of the headstock, where it transitions into the neck. You know, that is something that I still do today. And you know, overall, the binding scheme remains pretty much unchanged. So it is a very subtle transitional instrument, but one that is ultimately very important to where my instruments are today. As with all of our guitars, it's gone through a thorough quality control test drive with Will McNichol. If you want to hear the full sound sample, you want to click this link over here. But here's a little teaser for you. So for me, this guitar is almost 6 years old now, and it is really fascinating to hear how tonally it has developed, how much it's matured and opened up. It has got a huge bass response. It's got quite a deep body. It is that modified dreadnought kind of sound, but it's interesting because it has that 12 fret bridge placement. So you've got a really, like I say, balanced, warm sound. The bass is powerful, it's full, but it's not muddy and tubby. What's really cool about this guitar for me is the treble response. It's thick, it's full, it's tight. It almost sounds like a synthesizer or a keyboard. You'll hear it in the sound samples if you really do a deep dive with some headphones or some good speakers. I'm gonna pair this guitar with a Japanese blended whiskey. This was a whiskey that was first introduced to me in San Francisco by a Moroccan friend of mine. We used to go and eat sushi together, and this is a little tribute to him. Irvin was a big fan of all things Japanese, and being a blended whiskey, blending ideas from the Samoji school to my own kind of sensibilities. So if you want to bring this guitar home, all of the links and information on how to purchase the guitar is in the description. It really is a great opportunity to dive into the world of Tom Sands guitars at a modest price point. So until next time, kanpai.